Hey guys. Alright, thanks for your patience waiting for this all to start. I completely forgot that the maintenance was happening last night, so yeah, that's on me. Okay, now I also forgot that whenever they do a big version update, there's also a multi-gigabyte download. So I'm currently updating. That's going to be a while. I'm at 40%, so it's going. What we're going to do while I'm waiting for the game to update is I'm going to just look at the notices here, talk a little bit about what's there, and then look at the Twitter, because I noticed somebody mentioning before the stream started, or asking, I should say, if I could look at what was on the Twitter. So we'll do that. First of all, let's look at the Nu-Zeon, because I know lots of people were very interested when the images for this were shown by Fiora. So I gave it a quick read. It's interesting. You have to roll 10 capsules over the 4 events to get the materials A, B, C, D, 1 set per event, and then you can use that to craft the Nu-Zeon. It's interesting because it gives a form of incentive to rolling the gacha, but like, yeah, I don't know. If the suit specs are really good, then it might be worth it, but that's something that I'll have to see once I'm in game and can look at the numbers and all the skills. Now here's the thing, right? I know that all the numbers are already published because when Fiora posted all the images that were scraped, it included the marked stats of the suit. Thing is, I don't like using the marked stats because then that requires me to do percentage-based stuff, and I hate mathing that, so I'm just gonna wait, and when I get in, I will look at all of it. But I like the physical appearance of the suit. I think it looks pretty neat, except for the really bad Z on the chest. I don't know. Everything else looks cool. Anyways, so yeah, this is interesting. So what, you need 5. Huh. And you can trade the materials around, apparently. That's interesting. Yeah, these all have marks on them, so... I like that the English announcement is using the JP images, even though we know there's English images that are out there. That's a very interesting decision. Okay. Well, anyways. Now, what am I at? Just over 50%. Yeah, that download's gonna take a hot minute. Well, we'll see how this goes. You do need quite a bit of materials in order to craft the entire suit frame, the Mega Bowgun, the Mega Saber. Now, maybe somebody can answer this. Do you only get 1 material per roll, or is it multiple materials per roll? You need 15,000 HCD at 1 part, so you're not incentivized. Wow, 1 material per 10 roll. Wow. And it looks like, yeah, you can only get them for a limited time as well. 1 material per 10 roll? Savage! Savage. Oh, man. Yeah. Then that's definitely not worth it then. It doesn't matter. Okay, here's the thing, right? Okay. It doesn't matter how good the suit stats are unless they are worth like 3 times other suits. It's not going to be worth doing 10 multis per banner, or more than that actually, because what you need, let's look at just A. So you need 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so you need 15 material A's. So that's 15 multis. That's more than the 15k you guys were saying, because yeah, we got to throw an extra 5 rolls in there, so that's an extra 75. So that's what, 500? That's so much. Oh my lord. Yeah. So the only way that this is worth it for anyone that's not whaling is if you have, or if the suit has a completely overwhelming advantage, whether it be in stats, EX skills, traits, whatever. But based on what you guys are saying in chat, that doesn't seem to be the thing. Yeah. Well, let's take a look at what they post on the Twitter here. Let's look at the Nu-Zeon in particular. Music off. It's too loud. So what do we got? Yeah, I like the physical appearance of that suit. I think it looks pretty cool. A-C, 15-second cooldown. Looks cool. Funnels. Okay, so a B plus funnel skill again on power. Nice. And it's a beam type. Okay. DB. Cool. And this is... okay. That's interesting. Oh, colony drop. And what was that? Was that A-B spread? That was A-B spread. Okay. So... those are interesting EX skills. I like the funnels. I think the funnels are really good. I don't think they're going to be worth 22,000 Haro. But, yeah. The A-B spread, I think, is really nice on that, because you still have B power, so it'll still hit pretty hard. And then you have Pierce, which it doesn't do much, but at least it's a high rating Pierce. Yeah, that's kind of... that's aesthetically very pleasing. Unfortunately, it's locked behind a lot of Haro, so don't think it's worth it. Alright, let's take a look at Perfect Strike over here. Yeah, Head Vulcans, that's a snoozer. D minus D. Jeez, that spread. A minus D. Nah, it's not going to be a very useful trait or EX skill. Ooh, so that's an A power D Pierce Beam EX skill, and it's a full cutscene. Looks absolutely savage. So that could actually be pretty good. I'd have to look at the backpack stats. Let's see. Well, of course, they don't show the actual stats. Okay. Well, I'll take a look at that when I get in game. And let's look at our Rico G rep over here. Backpack, is that all he's got? BD. So it's kind of like the Strike Noir backpack, A plus C. So low power, high pierce. So not that useful. Okay, so it looks like the wing lasers will be pretty good. And that was part of the back, right? Yeah, it was. So that backpack skill looks pretty good. But problem is, it's competing directly with the Strike Noir. And the Strike Noir, well, it's a welfare piece, and everyone can get to EX10 with little difficulty. So I don't see much of a point. Protag 8. Oh yeah, that is one thing that the Strike Noir suffered from, was absolutely subpar tags. It was what, 4 Tundra, and it was High Mobility was the second one? I can't remember its second tag. And yeah, thanks Mana Fusion. I do know about the Easy 8 being added to the capsules. I was actually thinking last night when I saw that get dumped, I was like, man, maybe I should do a video talking about the Nu-Zeon and Easy 8. And then I took a look into it, and it's like, well, the Nu-Zeon's from Build Fighters, so that's not going to really have anything to talk about. I'll only be making a video just for the Easy 8, which I guess I could have done, but it just didn't really seem like, you know, necessary to do. Because I was going to be up in a few hours to do this stream, so... yeah, and there's no Easy 8 vids out. I'm actually surprised that their Twitter didn't put something out for it, but... they decided to not put up anything regarding Easy 8. It's just, it got added to the game and that's it. So, Okay, I'm almost done downloading, 93%. So, yeah, they have the extra haro chips. Okay, upgrade awakening circuits. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. You upgrade the blue destiny units to level 60 and you get stuff for it. Yeah. Cool. Very straightforward. I don't actually know what to use all of my awakening circuits for, because there's not that many parts that I need gold these days. So, Easy 8 had nothing good in terms of EX. Now, Flammy, did it not have any EX at all, or just poor EX? There's a big difference between those. Poor EX. Okay, well, we'll take a look. I wish we had the cutscene, or not the cutscenes, but I wish we had videos at least to see what it looked like. But I guess because it is a pure RNG suit, what can you do, right? Oh, okay. Well, looks like we're pretty much done updating. So let's tab back into here. The last few percent are always the most difficult. So, guys, I guess let's get this video going. Oh, man, my desk is hot. This phone is just on fire. GBGW, man, they really need to optimize that battery usage. Because, like, when you're on the 2D menus and stuff, your phone shouldn't be lighting on fire, but... Too late, Xant. Too much content. Blueprints are impossible to complete. Meh. Okay, come on. Come on, GBGW, you can load. I know it's a big patch, but you can do it, little guy. I believe in you. I got a lot to go over. I got like 5 suits to talk about. Oh man. I'm using a OnePlus 6 Hosho. Oh, glass bottle. The thing is, I'm not using awakening circuits right now. It's very rare for me to get a part that I want to have gold. So I find myself just kind of stacking my my purple chips, and that's the issue I find with just in general. I don't roll the gacha as that often, as you can tell by the amount of haro chips that I have. I kind of just sit on them, and because of that, I don't really have many parts that need to be, like, during an event there may be one part that needs to be golded, but I can just get the welfare part gold out of the box and that's it. Okay. Oh, there's a haro chip shop. Oh no, we can buy marks. Game is pay to win. Uninstall. Okay. Let's take a look at the Scarlet shoulder stuff here. Blue Destiny. Okay, so that's pretty interesting shot attack for a welfare piece. Comes with the exam, speed, and melee attack. Gundam 4 base. The word tags thematically make sense. Unfortunately, the EX skill doesn't feed into its strength. And, yeah, but it has decent shot attack. Like, that's an interesting welfare piece, because it's another free exam. So if you missed out on the prior free welfare exam things, this one you can pick up, and it even comes with a nice shot attack for what it is. So, chest, abdominal wired missile, BD. I like that power. Average stats for a welfare chest. Word tags again, just kind of cripple it. Arms. When melee attack is over, melee crit rate. Okay, whatever, melee crit rates. Xeon, Gundam type, yeah, because the shoulder blades. Yeah, okay. Cute. 1700 melee attack. That's pretty much average for a welfare suit. Yeah, pretty much average. Okay. Interesting. None of these parts are really that great. Beam Saber combo B plus D. There's better legs in the pool. Stats are welfare stats. We're taking one. Like, it's not a terrible suit, it's just the word tags don't really help it at all. And EX skill and the traits just aren't, like, the head is the best part so far, and that's only because of the, it's only because of the ability to just max the EX skill trait and the shot attack. Like, that's really it. Okay, before 15 seconds pass, reduce your Vernier consumption. Like, it's interesting. Like, I like when they add neat things like this, but it's just not practical as a backpack slot. Word tags again, stats are average. Beam rifle, Gundam type Xeon. When 2 enemies shot down, job gauge increase boost. Job gauge increase is not that useful. Shot attack. Okay. That's slightly higher than average for a welfare beam rifle. Word tags, unfortunately, again, just cripple it, and the trait's not really that useful. Job gauge increase, just not. And shield. When technique attribute, enemy strong melee power reduced. So that's going to be that last hit that always hits a lot harder than all the other ones. But I know it's very easy to dodge out of that last hit. I don't know how useful. If it was just in general melee, then that would also count for EX skills and stuff like that, and that could be useful. But for just the strong melee power, I guess if you have a supporter style suit or a machine that you're using in 3v3 that's your, all-around percent reducer, this would be a nice shield to slot in, because 25% is not a small number, and it's in the shield slot, so. Okay. If I were to get any gold part from here, it would probably be the head, although I already have other welfare exam units at EX10. It's arguably the most useful part in this. Anything useful in here? Nope. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, we can now have 99,999 skip tickets. So that's pretty sweet. Okay. So that's the Blue Destiny. Let's look at the 2 new gadget suits, and then we will look at the Nu-Zeon, and then we will look at the EZ8. I like this order. Okay. Ooh, they changed how this looks. Oh, and this is nice and fast now. Cool. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Buttery smooth, I love it. Okay. You should check Nu-Zeon last. Alright, Mana Fusion. I'll listen to you then. Pro tag, high mobility. Shot attack is slightly lower than average for a gacha machine. When 2 enemies shot down, close shot attack raised. We still don't have a very powerful close shot attack weapon like a submachine gun, so I don't know how useful that trait will actually be. And it comes with Pro Tag, which is a useful tag. High mobility, not so much. Okay. I can't believe the game is optimized now. They're getting there, and I'm really happy about that. That's okay. I'm gonna put my phone down here briefly because I just want to talk about something. I have been playing PSO2 quite often the last few days, and the one thing that I've noticed, as fun as that game is, it suffers from a lot of optimization issues. I try to change my chat, the entire game freezes as it tries to load things. I click on a person, interact with the menu, it lags for 5-6 seconds as it tries to do whatever the hell it's doing on its end. Whenever I see a game start off like that and it works itself into a more optimized state, like what GBGW has done, because if you remember, like if you go back and watch my old videos, when I try to go from one part to another, it takes a good amount of time to load. It's kind of chuggy, but we all just dealt with it. We didn't even notice it after a while because we were so used to it. When they make a change like this and you can feel right away how much smoother it is, that's a real nice thing to just kind of bask in for a little bit, Hopefully they deal with the battery issues soon, because that's, to me, still my biggest gripe with this game, is how crazy fast it eats through my battery on my phone. I don't even care that my phone gets hot. That's a side effect of the battery going absolutely nuts. But yeah, anyways, back to talking about the parts and stuff, because that's why you're all here. Another pro tag, high mobility, G-self combination, A+C, melee attack boost, shot speed. Unfortunately, with the A plus C spread, it's going to have a lot less potency. Pretty average stats actually for a chest piece, maybe slightly higher than average defensive. But unfortunately the EX skill's not as great as it could be. But it does come to Pro Tag at least, so you know, there's that saving grace. It's an okay part. At least they didn't completely screw over the G-Self. If I'm the only one financing this game, I understand why it's laggy. Okay, Muhammad, the thing is, with game size, they are definitely not targeting older phones. And you can tell, you know, whenever they release those notices saying, you know, hey, these phones aren't supported anymore. Yeah, this is definitely targeting newer phones, and the standard size of storage is anywhere between 16 to 32, and the higher end phones go up to over 100. So having a game, you know, be 10 gigs, it's not that much in the grand scheme of things. And at the same time, a lot of these developers are developing their game to be the primary game you play on your phone. They don't expect you to have 5, 6, 7 mobile games, right? That's kind of unrealistic to expect in the first place. So, anyways, when melee attack is over 16k, melee power boosted by 30%. Okay, that's interesting. Pro Tag, you know, it's really interesting. You know, when melee attack's over 16k... Oh, give me a second. When melee attack's over 16k, melee power is boosted. And then they go and they give its melee spec lower than average. I find that a very interesting design decision to go with. A very interesting design decision to go with. If they had pushed it up, though, to like 3.3k, would that really have made... I guess it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. Because for you to be able to break 16k in the first place, you're going to have a pretty decent machine at least. I know people have builds like over 20k raw, so... Well, anyways, it's a very interesting part trait. Unfortunately, there are better options available. They don't require a prerequisite amount of power. So, yeah, interesting. Okay, part 4. Middle shooter job EX. Okay, reduce pro tag, average stats for legs. Right now, shooters have it kind of weird with their availability for pilots, because to my knowledge, there is no mid shooter that has the 1.6k stat. All of them are sitting out 1180 or whatever. So this is not gonna be a very it's not going to be very actively used, because most people will be running a long shooter pilot over a mid shooter. And, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, though, because it is a decent reduction. Only it wasn't gacha. Oh, Judao has 1600. Is Judao a mid-shooter? And C-Book. Yeah, okay. Okay, fair. Guy Murakumo says hi. Yeah, all these numbers, man, they get lost on me after a while. Well, then maybe it will see some use then if we do have the 1.6k stat mid shooters. Having the ability to reduce your EX skill by a decent percent like this is obviously very useful. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, middle shooter job on the trait, pro tag on the word tags. So it kind of, a lot like other parts in this game, it kind of self-sabotages. It's not a bad part, the trait is really nice. Unfortunately, as it is a gacha-locked part, meaning it'll take you a long time to get it to EX10, if at all, and the fact that the word tags don't feed into its strengths, Okay, let's keep going. No. Magnifying glass. Man, muscle memory is just weird. Okay. Average stats for a backpack, a laser pod. Yep. Cool, you can move while firing. Ace exclusive on the backpack. Okay, yeah. So, this part sees pretty much its only direct competitor being the Strike Noir in terms of usefulness, right? Because laser pod, DB spread 7 shots. That's Strike Noir. The word tags on Strike Noir are completely useless in most builds. This bringing Ace exclusive means it gives you more flexibility with what you're able to build, as was mentioned in the chat before. So, yes, I like this backpack. Unfortunately, it will take a long time to get to EX10 to be as potent as the Strike Noir, but it definitely adds more. Now, here's the other problem, right? And this is something that's always an issue with building something slowly and the way that this game releases content. By the time you get this to EX10, it may have already been outclassed by a better part that's more available. So, yeah, food for thought. If you want to start investing in this part now, absolutely. It doesn't seem to really have a downside right now, but by the time you get to EX10, there may be an issue. Okay. It doesn't help that they release, 2 suits every week? Sometimes 1 suit, so we're getting on average, anywhere from 5 to 6 brand new suits in the gacha, and then 1 welfare each, 4. So yeah, anywhere from, 8 to 10 suits a month. And all they need is 1 backpack that's better, and yeah, all your effort down the drain. Okay. 3176 melee attack, when Gundam type, strong melee crit rate boost, blah. Pro tag, Gundam type, okay. So decently lower than average melee attack, at least for the newer wave of melee weapons that have 3.4k or higher. The trait, Gundam type, very easy to activate because there's a lot of parts in the game that have Gundam type. Unfortunately, strong melee crit rate, not that useful. It does have pro tag though. I don't know if it's worth the the absolute hit to stats and the part trait, but up to you. It's dual sabers. Maybe that's your jam. Yeah, it's not Gerber straight Tiger Pierce. That's pretty much all it comes down to. I hate that that's become a thing, right? As Gerber straight Tiger Pierce are so overwhelmingly good. They are pretty much best in slot for melee, right? On average, because there are obviously builds that don't use it that are absolutely stunning, but they've built around those other weapons. It is easiest to take the Gerber straight Tiger Pierce, slap it into your build, and make something good with it. And that's why I'd argue it's best in slot, as it's very powerful and very flexible. Anyways, with power attribute, job gauge increase boost, okay, useless, 3176 shot attack, so slightly on the lower end. Pro tag, ace exclusive, nice, the 2 really nice tags to bring to the table. So this would be, in my opinion, a great weapon to put on your melee build because it comes with ace exclusive, which is really nice. Is it worth rolling for specifically for this gun? Not at all. Maybe you want to ticket this, who knows, but this is definitely a word tag weapon as the stats are meh, the trait is meh, but those tags. Okay. BIS for dual sabers at the very least. Oh no, they're definitely best in slot for dual sabers. There's no question there. 100% Gerber straight Tiger Pierce best in slot for dual sabers. But overall for melee, I still think that they're definitely BIS in general, if not top 3 for sure. So yeah. Okay, when debuffed, enemy shooting power reduced 30%. Okay, here's the thing, right? Most people in Arena are running buffs, not debuffs. So the chance for this being activated is already very slim. So, yeah, it has pro tag though. That's always nice to see on a shield. I think this is slightly on the lower end though for shield armor specs, but slightly higher on the defensive specs. So you're sacrificing armor for more defensive. Well, I don't think the trait's going to be very good. The word tag's nice, it's a pro tag. So interesting. Not an amazing part, but interesting. Okay, oops. Okay, so let's look at the perfect strikey boy. Come on, where is he? There he is. Okay, Eagle Stalin. Yep, D minus D, just like we saw in the video. Sean attack is slightly lower than average because the best available ticketable is what, 3381 for shot attack or something? I think it's like the dual assault shroud. So this is definitely below average by a significant chunk. High firepower, mid-range. At least it has high firepower, but I guess that's expected from the perfect strike, right? Okay. I hate Eagle Stalin so much. Okay, so that's a very nice chest. Holy crap, that's way higher than average melee and shot attack specs on it. With technique attribute, revive with armor? Yo, so this is just like a better Gelgoog char chest. Nice, and it has high firepower to go with it. Yo, guys, get a load of this. Alright. Nice. I like that. I like this part. This is definitely going to be worth a ticket. Revive sounds nice. Okay, so, Chinito, here's the thing, and I discussed this when we looked at the Gelgoog chest last event. This is pretty much a one-time ticket to pull yourself out of getting hit by a cutscene EX skill. Let's say you're playing against an enemy in an arena or something. Like, okay, this isn't for the people that are aiming for, like, first, second, or third place in arena, because you can't take... You can't let the enemy use an EX skill. The second they do, your score isn't going to be high enough. So this is useful for pretty much everybody else, you know. But the enemy hits you with, let's say, a bisect, and it's going to hit you for 250k. This will bring you back up. You've just survived an EX skill. You didn't have to be defender. You didn't have to dodge it. You didn't have to cancel it out or iframe it. That's pretty freaking useful. Of course, you know, if you're aiming for really high scores in arena, it's just a stat stick to you, because you shouldn't be getting hit in the first place. If you can't have top score, nobody can. Yeah, that is true. You can actually use it to troll everybody else in arena, because now they can't just instantly giblet you. They have to wait for you to respawn and then kill you again. Well, that is savage, Glass. That is... Oh, that is nasty. Well, here's the thing, Goldhawk. For example, the Strike Noir backpack. You fire a single round or a volley, and you kill them, or you almost kill them. It reloads after about a second, you fire a second shot. It reloads after a second, you fire a third shot. You can just sit there and keep shooting them until they stay down, right? Melee doesn't have it as easy, because, yeah, their stuff's all cooldown related, not magazine related, so... Anyways... Nice. Okay, so 3587 melee attack. Is that higher than the Tall Geese, or just... I can't remember. The Tall Geese is 3.4, 3.6. Combo weapon pod, A minus D. Okay, so the EX skill is not going to be that useful. High firepower, 4 base. High firepower is nice. 4 base is... meh. Is that how Moo survived? Maybe, but you gotta remember, when he used the strike to block the Lohengrin, he was actually just in the ale. He wasn't in the perfect. So I find that weird, actually, now that I think about it. He did have the perfect strike, but he used just the ale when he got himself absolutely deleted. Huh. I'd have to go back and rewatch, because clearly there's something fishy going on. It's been retconned in the remaster. Oh, it kills me. Okay. Now, these arms are quite nice looking. They come built in with armor, well, shield. So it's an integrated part. And now that we have the mark rebalance, they're actually a feasible part. See, this month I am going to 100% have to redo my premium materials video, because with that rebalance, I now have to go and compare the Tall Geese to all the other arms that are in the pool. Yeah, them making the game work right has increased my workload. It's a weird feels, man. Anyways, the arms are okay, actually. I like them aesthetically. I very much do like the launcher parts. I actually just like Perfect Strike in general. I think it looks really cool. Way too many weapons, though. It's overloaded. Unfortunately, I wish the word tags were a little better, but they are thematically correct, because this was not an Ace exclusive suit when it became Perfect Strike, and it was used for the defense of Onogoro, so makes sense. At least they got it thematically correct. I wish I had a trait, though, instead of an EX skill. When attacking with beam mid-shot attack raised. So, as I've said in the past, beam rifles are typically the most common ranged weapon used because of their absolute abundance in the game and their very decent stat availability and trait EX. So, as they natively use mid-shot, this is pretty useful because most beam rifles, I think almost all beam rifles, are beam, not physical, and this just boosts your mid-shot attack, so just feeds into itself, which is nice. Is it worth the entire leg slot with these stats? I don't really think so for shot. You do have high firepower, which is nice, don't get me wrong. Unfortunately, the shot attack is pretty much average, or maybe just slightly higher than average, but you have to remember its competition in the shot pool. You have, for example, the Wing Fenice legs, which have an amazing beam EX skill on them. Right, so it's not a bad part. I just think that there is better available already in the pool. If it had a better word tag than 4 base, probably I'd rate it a lot better. Unfortunately, having just high firepower, yeah. Okay, and backpack. I like where they decided to cut off that EX skill. Nice. Okay, perfect assault. Raised melee and shot attack of your squad, raised shot defense, AD, high firepower, mid-range. Okay, so the stats are slightly higher than average for a backpack, which is nice. The EX skill, there's really nothing to complain about here. You have a very powerful spread on Pierce Power. You get your melee and shot attack boost from it. I think the only thing that could possibly make it better is if it also healed you, but I think that would be too good. Yeah, the word tag, high firepower is very convenient. Mid-range is not a very used tag. High firepower can be the one-shot builds. So I'd put this in the tentative, might be worth looking into getting on a ticket or something. Just the name alone makes it viable. Yeah, okay. Well, those gacha suits, frankly, weren't too bad. The G-Self did suffer from a lot of self-crippling due to the tags, but yeah, like it's not really a bad suit. It's got some really cool stuff that it brings to the table. The pro tag really helps it out. Unfortunately, its secondary tags most of the time just aren't that useful. Its backpack, I think, is the standout part for the suit just because of what it brings, and the Perfect Strike's not bad. Like it's got some really cool parts on it. I will have to sit down and give it a more thorough look when I do my premium material video at the end of the month. But yeah, that's not a bad non-Sokai gacha. Actually, I'd argue it's probably one of the better ones we've got. So yeah, nice. Cony is our 3-star, yes. Yes, at a whopping 8%. When shot defense is over 12k, shot guidance. Okay, shot guidance is a meme. Stats are even spread. Mass production, mid-range. Okay, that makes a ton of sense thematically. Unfortunately, stat-wise, meh. Alright, Angry Kou military uniform version. When in arena sortie, all power boost. What? Federation, close combat, even melee and shot spread? Whoa, buddy. Dial it back. You guys seeing this? Like, whoa. Okay, so let's talk about the pros. First of all, Arena Sortie. That's currently the air quote hardest content because that's where most people are actually building for at this point. All power boost. I don't think I need to explain to you why that is so useful. Now, 17% to EX1, which is what most people are going to get. Think about it like this, okay? His stat distribution at max level is 1181, 1181, even spread, okay? Now, you put him onto a machine, and let's say your machine has, I don't know, 17k raw, okay? If he was one of those pilots that had 1600 melee attack, right, you'd dial that up a little bit, and you'd have, what, 17.4k, 17.5k. Not bad, not bad. Or you just look at this and go, haha, 17%, and now you're sitting at like 18k change. 19k. Yeah, one change. Obviously, percent-based makes it amazing. I think in general, this pilot's going to be very powerful, especially in Arena. Unfortunately, he is an outfighter and not an infighter, meaning a lot of the air quote core parts that people would have invested in at this point, like the Barbados arms or things like that, aren't going to be as useful, but there's a lot of variety now, a lot of options for your melee suits. I think this pilot's going to be very good. I think he's going to see a lot of usage. Is he worth rolling on the pilot banner for? I don't think so. He's good. There is no question there. Close combat, decent stats, great trait. He's good. But with the ability to obtain him by just rolling on the daily and stuff, there's no real pressure to get him unless you need him to fill out your suit. And he's not good enough, I think, to really warrant going all in for him. If you did, though, I can't blame you. He does bring a lot of really cool stuff in. So that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad, actually. So just the stuff that we got for the new week, I think is very nice. It brings a lot of really cool things in. Lots of cool stuff on the suits. The pilot, man, that was really nice. I think this was a very good week for the new stuff that was added to the gacha. Now, let us take a look at Mr. Easy 8. Federation for Urban Area. Thematically on point. Stat-wise, shot-wise. Okay, well, its shot attack is actually really nice. Unfortunately, it has the head-mounted vault. What the heck is driving outside of my window? Oh, okay, that's what it is. Well, hopefully it doesn't get too loud and annoying. I can't really do anything about it. Town-related vehicle. Anyways, Head Vulcan just kind of ruins the trait/EX of the part, but what can you do? Federation for Urban Area word tags, not very useful. Nice for builder training. Yeah, but shot attack at least is very high on average for what it is. So, yeah, it's an okay part, for sure. Unfortunately, the EX skill and tags just kind of, ugh. But hey, you know what? If you like Easy 8, you like Easy 8, right? Chest is actually, that looks like cookie cutter vanilla. So, cool. Federation for Urban Area, Assault Attack, A-B. Oh, that's a nice spread. That is a nice spread. I wish it was reversed, though. That would make it an excellent spread. Okay. So, what I'm just gonna spoil this now for you guys. This suit is going to be thoroughly ravaged by its word tag. The combination of them is very poor, so the entire valuation of the part's going to be very low due to that. Just spoiling that for you now. Okay. 21 6 seconds A-B. Yeah, the EX skill's really good. It's just the word tags completely cripple it. The stats are, like, average, though, so if you can deal with the word tags, power to you. When armor's 50% or shot guidance, I'm not even going to finish that. Melee attack is very low. Shot attack is pretty much average. Everything else looks okay. Like, it's not good. Legs, Beam Saber, DB+. Oh, hey guys, look at this. You can't see it, but my eyebrows are wiggling right now as I'm staring at this. It's pretty cool. Federation Commander. Stats are pretty much average for legs. Yeah, word tags, again, just come in and break its kneecaps. Okay, physical ranged weapon magazine boost by 20%. I don't think there are very many physical ranged weapons that are being run right now. I'm pretty sure like everything is beam for ranged, so meh. And even then, the magazine boost really isn't going to be that useful anyways. Okay. Federation Commander, and stats are average. Yeah, no, it's just, there's really nothing doing with it because of the word tags. Okay, here's our beam rifle. Okay, why do you boost physical ranged weapon magazines when you use a beam rifle? That's like slapping yourself in the face. 3997 shot attacks. This is a very high statted beam rifle though, which is nice. Reload speed boost. Okay, now reload speed, it takes about what? About a second or so to reload a beam weapon from empty. So, Federation Commander. Yeah, the word tags are kind of just 100mm machine gun. Oh, there we go. There's your physical ranged weapon. Federation for urban area. While Federation, shooting damage output boosted by 35. Shot attack. Oh, you know what? Its ranged weapons are really nice in terms of stats. Like, there is that. Unfortunately, the flat boost to shooting damage means that part trait's just beyond bad. The word tags, again, cripple it. So it's a stat stick, which isn't really that useful because there's other weapons in that range that also bring something useful to the table for word tags and or EX/traits. So... Shield, easy 8. Outfighter, job, enemy shooting power reduced. That's a very nice one, because that is not limited to a strong melee attack or anything like that. And shooting is probably one of the most annoying things to deal with when you are playing a melee machine, as your shot defense is going to naturally be a lot lower than your melee related stuff. For shot machines, the word tags aren't really going to help you very much. This is definitely something that would go on a third suit for your arena comp to just, you know, shut down enemy damage. Yeah, the suit's very heavy on the shot defense. This is not an offensive suit. The word tags aren't really going to do much for it. It's definitely a interesting suit, and I mean that in a very good way. Unfortunately, it's not something that fits into the current arena meta of the game. Is it a good suit? Stat-wise, it suffers a lot across the board. Word tag-wise, though, you know, it activates some lesser-used tags that aren't terrible, not great. Overall, it's a very middling suit at best, kind of in the middle low, I would say, for what it brings. So... Now, how the heck do I get to the new? Probably in the blueprints, right? Oh yeah, and there's no F91 now, so at least I don't think there is. Let me double check. Event, bonus capsules, drop rate, easy 8. Oh yeah, no, F91's in there. Just 0.02% chance. FGO laughs. Okay, well, let's go look at those event blueprints for the new. Oakley dokley. Yep, there you are. So what do you have? Yeah, ugh. Alright, let's start with the head. I aesthetically like that head. A lot. While Ace exclusive, EX skill power boost by 1%. Wowza! And it comes with Ace exclusive as well. Double wowza. It has some melee attack. Wow! It has shot attack. Nice. My rating on this head. Really cool. Really nice. I like the trait. The stats are good. The word tag is cool. Yeah, that's a nice head. It's a shame it's locked behind like 22,000 Taro chips. Alright, let's look at the chest. Wow, it has higher than average melee attack, higher than average shot, very higher than average shot attack. The Z-beam, fire a light ray. Immobilized rule breakers. BD, that's a healthy spread. Ace exclusive high firepower, 2 amazing tags for shot machines. This would be a great thing to put on any shot builds. Alright, what about the arms? What do we got here? With blade category equipped, shooting power boosted by... Wow. Wow. Hello. Hello. What is this? Look at that shot attack, guys. High firepower. I'm just... Oh my gosh. Legs with power attribute, shooting crit rate boost. Okay, that's not that great. Okay, so they finally did something that's not great. High firepower, higher than average stats. So again, an amazing part, just part traits kind of lost out. All right, let's look at the backpack. Terrible funnels. You can move freely while it's active. DB plus, yeah, we already saw that in action. It looked really nice. Ace exclusive high firepower. 2 best tags for shot machines. It looks like a cape. It's really cool. 10 out of 10. This entire suit so far is pretty much 10 out of 10, except for the legs. They're like 8 out of 10. The Axis will fall on all rule breakers. Mercilessly deal divine justice knockout blows to in-game violators of common decency. Uphold the spirit of the Antarctic Treaty. Let's protect our GBN. AB. Like, it's such a meme. I almost want to get it. Shoddy X. Yeah, like, I think I might actually make this weapon for the memes because I have the Haro chips to do it. Ace exclusive, high firepower, decently high. The only thing, and I gotta nitpick here, guys. I gotta nitpick. It doesn't give any shot attack. That immediately makes it a 3 out of 10 at best. Terrible weapon. Okay, and for the beam rifle here. Come on. Zeonic sword, high mega bowgun. Zeonic sword. A-C, Ace exclusive commander. Okay. So, to nobody's surprise, this pay-to-win machine is actually pay-to-win. It has amazing stats across the board. It brings astounding flexibility in what it has with its traits. The EX skills are jaw-droppingly good. Pretty much, this suit definitely is... I would say, as a full suit, the best one in the game right now. It is amazing. However, the downside is... Yeah, who would have thought a pay-to-win machine is good? Obviously, the downside is the sheer amount of horror chips you would have to dump into this game to make it. Is it worth that amount of horror chips? Not to anyone that's sane. But if you have a ton of money laying around and you want to just flex on literally everybody else in the game, you now have a way to do so. Unfortunately, you will have to wait till the end of the 3rd week for the 4th gadget to start for you to finish. But yeah. Yeah, I think I might make the sword, because it's a hilarious meme and I really, really like it. But I also want to save for anniversary. Oh, in a real weird place with this. Well, anyways, that's all the new content covered here. Gone over the, 5 new suits, talked about the 2 new pilots. Well, you guys have me on the line. Is there anything else you guys want me to look at? Because, yeah. $125 for all the new Haro. Capital Shop. I did give it a brief glance, but you know what? Let's take a better look at it. What's available in here? Well, for one, there's nothing in the limited tab yet. Yeah. 500 Haros for 5 change gears. And in 5 hours, they'll update it. Interesting. Like, the only thing I can see here being an issue is the change gear. Everything else isn't a bit green. Who cares about green circuits? Like, those are a joke. 10 capital. I think almost everyone is sitting on millions of capital at this point. At least if you played during the what's the word? The campaign they had a couple weeks back where they were just throwing stuff at us like it's nuts. There's also the color slots. Yeah. Thing is, I don't really use color that much. Like, I still haven't even opened the custom palette related stuff yet, because to me the base palettes are more than enough. I'm not really like a super customizer or anything. Yeah. Well, that's pretty interesting. Well, I feel like as I poke through this patch and start playing the game, I'm going to notice more things with it. But for now, I think it's pretty much, yeah. Oh, Capital Shop. Okay, sorry. Capital Shop. What am I looking at in here, though? There's really nothing doing. I expect the top players for 3-on-3 to have the Nu-Zeon sword. I don't... Okay. It is an amazing EX skill. It looks very flashy. However, I don't think it'll catch on just due to the animation time. Because that's the other thing you have to remember with arenas. They care a lot about how long it takes for things to happen. That's why the rebate shield is so widely used, is because it's not only is it hits like a truck, but it's practically an instant yeet. Like, it is 0 to 100, right? Where's the Nu-Zeon? Here you are. Let's bring up that sword. So if I wanted to do the sword drop, right? Come on. You use it, swing. That is a decent amount of animation time, and it's a 2-hit instead of a 1-hit. So it may see use for the memes, but I don't think it's optimized enough for those real sweaties to want to use. So, can anyone confirm if you can block it? The problem is, Chinito, is, for one, no one has that weapon right now except for the devs. Like, nobody. 2, because of that, we have no way to test it. And 3, in this video, whoever got hit by it was not defending. That's something you'd have to ask them on their Twitter to see if it's something that a defender could block or if it's something that pierces. We'll have to find out. So, you hit all enemies in a big range, you can kill all 3 at once. The thing is, Mana Fusion, I remember distinctly seeing a video, it was on Reddit, actually, a couple of weeks ago. A guy was showing off his 3v3 team, and took him all of, a second and a half to kill the entire enemy side, and he didn't need this sword. And, like, yeah, you're not wrong. This will instantly win a 3v3, but for 1v1s, I think there's better options available, at least for what there is on the table. Rebake Shield can't OHKO 700k C power player. I don't think this will be able to either, though. And that's the other thing, right? Is you're not going to be able to get these to EX10 without really putting in effort and time, right? So, actually, on that note, event blueprint. Let's look at what it is at 1, because that's what most people are going to have for this for at least the first long while. Come on, you. Ace exclusive high firepower. The axis will, yeah. So B plus B. And at max value, it's AB. So the power doesn't change, actually. Pierce does. Maybe. Well, we'll worry about that when we actually get the weapon in our hands, or we can actually start testing it out. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up the video here, guys. It's been real fun talking about all this new content. Yeah, I'm kind of impressed by this. It was a really good standard gacha, lots of cool new stuff. At least the new suit looks really nice, and it seems very, very powerful. So, anyways, peace out, guys, and I will see you in the next video.